it in general
Put it in
or our section?
our section.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, are we live now?
We should be live
Actually,
now.
let me see. I'll refresh the page. We are very live.
We are very live. Okay. Hello, students. We're here to... Tyler... Well, I guess I'm doing it. Tyler will be there. I am starting up a draft league, so I was going to tier the new Pokemon to fit into that, because I will be using National Dex. So that is what we're here to do today. First off, I need to just pull up OU and put the OU stuff in OU. Actually, could you read off the OU stuff that's new? And I can just transfer it as you do that.
Yeah, let me pull it up real quick.
So we have Cinderace, Darmanitan. I don't know if we're keeping Darmanitan. It's pretty dumb in OU. Corviknight. Probably
Okay, I can read them off
Barraskewda.
now.
Okay.
Okay, Barraskewda is OU.
Okay.
Cinderace,
Okay.
Galar Corsola,
Galar Corsola. Alright.
Galar Darmanitan,
Mm-hmm.
Dracovish, and Dracozold.
Alright.
Dragapult,
It's actually not that much for us to tier here, actually, now that I look at it. Go on.
we'll probably have to make adjustments.
Mhm.
Grimmsnarl,
Okay.
Hatterene,
Isn't that... I think that's one of the really bright ones. It's hard to see on the white background, so give me a
it's
second.
the big hat,
Yeah. But I think it's hard to see. It's not that hard to see.
and
Okay.
Toxtricity.
Should we tier those separately? I don't think we should. I don't think there's much of a difference.
I think they're exactly the same.
I think one of them gets access to shift gear, and that's the only difference, so I'm just going to count them as the same.
Okay.
So we can just draft them together and use it whichever form.
Yep.
Okay.
That is exactly the difference. I don't know why you knew that, but okay.
Someone said it. I didn't look it up myself. I don't know anything about the new Pokemon.
That is the new difference.
Okay.
It's okay. I don't know a whole lot, but I do have the movesets in front of me.
We're here to learn.
So we should be quite powerful.
Oops. Is anyone... Okay, nope.
Is anyone? I guess I'll link it to my friend that...
Okay.
I guess I'll link it to my friend that wanted to,
Go for it. Let's get him educated.
Yep.
Is that all of the things that need to be put in OU?
Yes, that is all of the things that are currently in OU.
Okay, so the first problem child I'm seeing here are the Darmanitans. What's the ruling on the Darmanitans?
Let's look over them.
Let's look over them.
See the moves they have.
I don't know if the other one's broken, the Zen mode one, but I feel like the Guerrilla Tactics one should probably not be allowed.
Yeah, I feel like you're right, because it's way too easy to just click U-turn or any of the other good moves that
What even stops it?
Factoring in U-turn, nothing.
That's how I was feeling. Yeah,
bulky water types.
Bulky water types. They do get turned on.
Of things you don't want.
Yeah, I think it's fine. It's pretty brainless too, so like,
Yeah.
we don't need that.
Toss it out.
Do you think the Zen mode one is broken?
Zen mode? I guess if you know it's Zen
mode. You would know it's Zen mode because we already banned the other one.
Yeah, which you would. Yeah, good point.
So you think that's fine?
What can that use? That has...
It does the same thing generally You have to use sub basically.
But it can use belly drum.
I can use belly drum.
Yeah, that's what it does in OU.
Huh.
That's why you would choose to use that one.
I've seen just like a regular sub 3 attack set that it just is scary because of its coverage, and because Rotom was like the only water type.
Yeah.
I don't know if this one's as broken, but that's a lot of attack.
It's not as broken, but yes, it is still very strong.
Do you think it's broken or do you think it's fine?
I'm less sure on that one.
I'm less sure too.
You have more experience with draft stuff.
Yeah, but I have no experience with this Pokemon, is the problem.
Look through the moveset, see what it gets.
Well, it gets the same things that Darmanitan gets, which includes Fire Move, Earthquake, Ice. No, it's a physical attacker.
I know, but what? Okay, it has no special attack.
Yeah, it's a physical attacker.
I just saw Psychic and Grass Knot and other things.
Yeah, I have no idea why they even bothered. It gets Brick Break, it gets Earthquake. So there, you have a way to hit every Steel type. You have everything that Steel types are weak to.
Yeah.
So those aren't an answer. I don't think it can really hit water types. It has Freeze Dry, but that doesn't really count. Iron Head.
It has U-turn, but is that really a big deal?
No, U-turn's probably pretty bad on it.
Yeah.
It gets Willow. So you could like sub Willow the water type. You could Zen Headbutt the water type. You can't hit a pure water type, but you can probably hit anything else with a secondary typing.
Yeah.
I'm not seeing Thunder Punch. Yeah, so...
I'm pretty sure it doesn't get that. We probably would have seen it if it did.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm not sure. Does it get a fire move that isn't Flare Blitz? That's good.
Fire Punch.
That's the best thing it's got. Looks like it.
Yeah, but that's all it needs.
I guess so. With 160 attack.
And Belly Drum.
And Belly Drum. Yeah, with Belly Drum and 135 base speed.
You're kind of forcing something to die, or force the whole team to die if you switch.
Forcing something to die? Well, I guess you only need Fire Punch. You don't even have to kill yourself.
Yeah.
I think what we do is we put it in, we'll ban it, and then once everyone is put together, we'll have a vote.
Okay.
I think that's the best course of action. I think we should probably definitely ban Dracovish.
Yeah,
that's dumb. You can probably handle it better in Draft League knowing it's there, but it's just dumb. I don't need that.
But even then, you still need a water immunity to handle it.
You can handle it if you have a water immunity, basically.
And if you don't, you're out of luck.
So yeah, no need for that thing.
Okay.
The only other thing I could see being maybe ban-worthy is the Dragon Ghost, but I don't think that's broken.
Okay.
I need to look at it. How good is Dragapult?
Like you say, you want to ban from regular OU, don't you?
I do.
Okay, but not from draft.
I don't know. It is pretty versatile.
That's what I was thinking. It's very versatile, physical or special. It's really fast either way.
It's really fast. It gets U-turn.
Gets U-turn. It gets Dragon Dance. It gets like taunt. Or
no, it gets Sub Willow or Disable.
It does not get taunt. But
Doesn't get taunt. It gets Disable.
It gets Sub Disable and Will-O-Wisp.
This one I'm more on the fence about. Its speed is stupid though.
For the record, Z moves are banned.
They're banned now?
They are banned in our league.
Are they? Oh, are you asking me?
I was asking.
As of right now, they're not.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, I don't really want this having Z ghost moves.
I was just asking, like, in general, are we planning on keeping or banning?
At the moment, I'm planning on keeping them just because that's easier.
Okay.
But I'm fine either way, personally. I don't like them, but I don't hate them enough to say they need to be banned. That's a thing we can vote on, I think, also.
Okay.
Yeah, so Z Phantom Force is not really something I want to see. And Z Outrage. What's the attack stat?
120.
20. Kind of reminds me of Coco.
A little bit.
Should we also vote on this one, you think?
And I guess voting can't really hurt. Unless, you know, people are dumb. I guess Thunderwave's the best move in the game.
It does get Thunderwave.
That's something I would run.
I know.
This thing,
I know you would run it, Tyler. You don't need to tell me that. I know. Hold on, let me volume this real quick. Turn Chrome down a bit. Okay. So, what can stop this? What can reliably stop this?
Okay.
What can it do for fairies? Other than a ghost move, obviously.
It has a steel move of some sort. It might
Does
have
it?
a steel wing or something like that.
It gets steel wing, okay.
Which, if it's banded, can probably do a lot.
Yeah, I would imagine.
Also, ghost type moves in general.
Mm-hmm.
Like Spec Shadow Ball or something.
Yeah, because, like, this thing can even hurt, for example, like a Spadef Mandibuzz pretty hard with the spec set. Or it could just be the banded set instead and hurt it even more.
Mm-hmm. Plus, with that kind of speed, it'll probably get a few opportunities to run Modest or Adamant.
I'm not feeling this Pokemon. I don't think we should keep this.
Our reasoning is too versatile.
It's really versatile, and it's so fast and strong. It's going to keep coming in on stuff. It's got immunities.
It can pivot.
Yeah. I think everything else here is fine.
I agree that everything else is probably...
I see no issues with any of this stuff.
It's a mediocre move pool.
Who are we talking about?
Cinderace.
I mean, it's pretty decent.
It's not... I don't mean mediocres and bad, but not, like, excessive.
Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah.
Barraskewda is not broken. It's a rain sweeper.
Yeah, I don't think it's broken at all.
That's about it.
Yep.
Corsola is not broken.
Corsola is definitely not broken, especially in Draft League. You just knock it off.
Or sub on it to keep...
You can also sub on it, yeah. That's not broken in any way. I don't think this thing's broken.
Which one? I can't see your cursor.
Oh, right, okay. The Draco Zolt?
Dracozolt, yeah.
It's only got like 100 attack. Base attack, and then...
I don't think it's ridiculous. I think an OU is fair.
Yeah. Especially when you can prep for it. I'm sure you can prep for this thing. Probably.
It gets some decent coverage.
It does, but it's not that strong. And it misses sometimes. I don't see any reason...
It also misses. There is that. You can rely on that.
Unless it's Volt Absorb, of course. But...
Yeah. But then it's not that
strong. I don't see any issue with this thing.
Yeah, let's keep it moving.
And then the hat's not broken. Grimmsnarl's not broken. It's annoying. And Toxtricity's not a broken Pokemon either.
Now that one might be one more to consider.
Really?
I believe so. Let's just take a look at it.
I think it's just a good wall breaker.
It is a good wall breaker, but I feel like it might be too good. Can you show me the data on the ability?
Yep,
how much is the multiplier?
That's a good question. It doesn't tell me. Very cool.
Can you find somewhere else?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know why they don't put the number there. Bulba. It will not fill in Bulbapedia for me. I had to type it all. There's a Gigantamax one? I didn't even know that.
I didn't know that either. Very interesting.
30%.
Okay.
So it's like terrains
it's
now.
A free life orb. Or terrain.
Is that right? I don't know if that's equal to terrains. Terrains are 1.3. I think that's the same.
Yeah. Actually, can you look up the terrains to make sure they are?
I believe they're 1. Yeah, I can do that though. Electric terrain. by 30%. So it's exactly the same as the weakened
Yep.
terrains.
But I feel like
Where's...
electric normal is very hard to deal with.
What is this thing?
Especially since volt switch is an option.
Let's run. Let me throw us. Where's the calc?
Because I think something like Excadrill, for example, like if you boom boost it, it takes 40%. That's the only thing I can think of off the top of my head aside from Parathorn.
Does the other toxicity have any different stats?
Nope. Exact same.
They're just exactly the same. Okay. Punk Rock. Boom Burst. What's a grass type we can check? Let's say Shaman, maybe. That just came to mind. Anything else? What comes to mind?
As a grass type?
Yeah.
Tangrowth.
Tangrowth, okay. Assault Vest Tangrowth.
Also it gets Sludge Wave.
Oh yeah, that's true. Oh, I didn't think about that, honestly. For some reason that didn't occur to me. Yeah, that does make it a lot worse.
It doesn't need to use that because there are no grass types.
Can you kill Tangrowth with a Sludge Wave? Probably.
Probably not, but it probably does a lot.
252, say Modest. Choice specs. Almost.
Yeah.
Say, what's the electric move it runs? Doesn't it have its own thing? Overdrive. Wonder if that's in here.
If it's not, you can...
I can... No, it's in here. Okay, some ground types. Let's say... Let's check Garchomp. Oh, you tank, whatever. Loses half its health, okay. I know Ferrothorn, like, hardwalls it.
Ferrothorn does, but
there's not a whole lot.
Something you want to waste your draft on.
Exactly. We should probably ban that, actually.
Oh, no. Don't talk like that.
You might be onto something with this. How fast is it? It's 75. It's not that slow.
It's not that fast. It's also not that slow.
Yeah. It's not that frail either.
Okay, let's... Thinking about it type-wise, what, switches into the combination of electric, poison?
Steel types that have
Steel
something
ground.
that resist electric.
Something that resists electric.
So let's see. Let's say a Spadef Excadrill. Where is that? Is that here somewhere?
That doesn't exist. I'm pretty certain.
That's lame.
Nobody uses that anymore.
People use it occasionally.
Occasionally.
Maybe not here. Last gen.
Not enough to put it on the calculator.
I feel like it wasn't that uncommon.
It was fast last gen too. Either way, let's try Max. Yeah, try Max. But yeah.
Oh, say misclicked. Gentle. A gentle drill. Gentle drill takes 25. So if you have a combination that resists it, you're probably fine. Let's see. Here's a good example. Snorlax. Let's see just a choice band one. Choice band lives 2. Let's say an actually bulky one though. Is there an AV one? There's probably not an AV one in here, is there? Okay, we'll say I clicked the same thing. Whatever. Assault Vest. I mean, that's a lot, but it does take it.
You just need raw Spadef.
Yeah, I think... What's another thing with a lot of raw Spadef?
Even that it gets Volt Switch.
It does, but...
So it can get off a Specs Volt Switch and then pivot into a physical attack.
The only problem with that is it also... All of its stab moves that have immunities. Actually, everything it clicks has immunities.
Yeah, there is that.
So it's not that bad. Like, it's a lot scarier in paper than it will be in practice, because you're always going to have to predict.
Did I cut out there?
If you said anything, I didn't hear it.
Okay. I still don't know about this one, because this one has so few things that can check it.
Mm-hmm.
Calc Pile is fine. against it.
Okay, I'll
That's
do that.
being-
I was thinking Registeel, so I'm gonna see that. What does that do? I mean, just really bulky steel types seem to do fine.
Yeah,
Bronzong, especially defensive. I mean, that's not amazing, but with
but
leftovers and protect or
that's
something,
that's a lot against a Bronzong.
it is. But
I know what you're saying. I'm just
I think it's really good, but I don't think it's broken.
okay.
That's how I'm feeling right now. What did you want, Pylo? Let's see, Piloswine. Piloswine's not taking anything, right? Wrong.
You're wrong.
What? Why does Pylo take so much? Huh?
Because it doesn't resist.
I guess so. What's another good? So we're looking steel types here. How about a Doublade?
Oh, that's gonna die.
That is gonna die.
Wow.
You're correct.
That's
Oh,
really
right. It has no
that's
Spadef.
way better than I expected. I expected a one hit.
This is impressive for me. I think this thing is incredibly fat, but it's only on the physical side.
Yeah.
When I think about it.
You see that 59-49?
What's a good regenerator we can test this on?
Um,
Aloe's a bad choice, but let's just see. That's the first thing that came to mind.
it's gonna die.
Well, I mean, obviously to the electric move, but yeah, even to the other stuff. Okay.
Also, even so, what does defensive stuff do against this? The steel types.
That's a good
Earthquake.
question. I mean, they run Earthquake is the answer.
The steel types can run earthquake, but what about the things that aren't steel types?
Well, they're probably ground types or grass types.
Reunculus.
What'd you say?
Reunculus.
Ranculus. This came to mind because it's a regenerator. OU 2 attacks, my favorite set. Let's say Assault Vest, Ranculus. That's a real set. I don't need to put it in there, but I mean, this takes nothing. So, like, it's not just steel types. What does it do back? A lot. So, there's an example. It wouldn't... No, that's not even with special attack, actually.
It's not just steel types, but that's still not
Crest.
appreciating anything.
It's a crest.
Oh, by the way, Overdrive is not being boosted by the ability in the calc.
Oh.
It's doing less than Sludge Wave against everything.
What's it supposed to be boosted by? Let me just put Boom
1.3
Burst in again.
times.
That
Oh,
kind of...
Wait, the ability isn't doing anything.
Wait, at all?
Yeah, the ability is not applying in the calculator. Because Sludge Wave is doing more than Or wait, it might be applying to Boom Burst.
Wait, I think you're right.
Actually, get rid of it and see if the Boom Burst damage changes.
I don't think it did. I put Propeller Tail. I don't know what that is, but...
Oh, that's the other thing that Barraskewda gets.
I already forgot. It's Punk Rock. That's what it's called.
Yeah.
There it is. So it's at... Oh, it's not. Ooh.
Yeah. Okay. So to get an accurate calculation on this,
Can we multiply it by 1.3?
yeah, just multiply the power on everything by 1.3.
Does Overdrive get boosted? It does, right?
Yep.
Okay. So we have 182. This is
Okay.
looking less
The numbers
okay
are-
now.
Yeah, things are looking bleak.
80. 104. All right, what were some things we were testing?
Bronzong.
Bronzong. All right, well, Tuitkyo's
Also,
Fizz
can you
Def
put Volt Switch in onto it?
Yeah, I can. Hold on. RU Spadef, sure. Wow.
Yeah, nice switch in. Try
Registeel. Yikes. I mean, actually, that's not that bad, but it's a Registeel.
It's still.
Let's see
you're still
Reunculus.
losing your Registeel to it.
See my Spadef Reunculus. Okay, yeah, I think you might be right. I didn't know it was this bad. Give me...
Well, nah, it gets 2 at KO'd.
Well, that's without the assault.
The best is not yet.
It doesn't get 2 hit KO'd, but it takes a lot.
Yeah,
This might not be okay, Tyler.
that's what I've been saying.
Well, I think it was fine
First.
when the
It
ability
was
didn't
fine
work.
until it was fine then when the calc wasn't working.
Alright, yeah, that's not gonna fly. Anything
Okay.
else you want to see it on?
Just for fun.
Yeah.
I want to see it on Pilot Swine again.
This swine's just gonna die. This is max HP.
That's horrible.
That's max HP. Yeah, no.
That's
no thanks.
unholy. That should never be happening.
No, thank you. Alright.
Okay.
I did not know this could do that. No, why is no one using this?
They are. It's just that everybody uses Excadrill, so it doesn't seem as good.
Yeah, you're probably right. Alright.
Because everybody has one of the few existing checks.
Okay, now we can finally get to the actual tiering of other things.
Here we go.
Now that we've banned stuff. So this is probably in you, right?
No. Actually,
Or is it
it's
RU?
fairly decent.
Is it better than RU?
Pull it up on.
Yeah.
on
Wait, I
Cheat
think it
Code.
gets Swords Dance, doesn't it?
It gets Sword Stance.
That does make it better than regular Rapidash. Does regular Rapidash get? Well, no, it won't. It doesn't exist. Get Swords Dance, Play Rough, Wild Charge, and Low Kick. What else does it get?
It gets Drill Run.
Double Edge Drill. It gets Drill Run. Ooh, that hits.
Kick, Drill Run.
It gets high horsepower even.
Yeah.
It is a horse.
Okay.
That is a horse.
Oh, by the way, do you know that Rhyperior is a horse?
What?
It gets high
It
horsepower.
gets Heat Crash. It destroyed my team. In game.
What does? Oh, Rhyperior.
Yeah, it gets Heat Crash now. It hurts.
Oh, okay.
This also gets Mega Horn. Is that on here? No, it's not.
I think this might be RU material.
I think it's at least RU.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's.
RU?
I don't think it's necessarily UU, but I think it's definitely RU.
I don't. Yeah, this definitely is.
How
Pretty
frail
good
is
for
it?
RU. I bet.
It's probably a good to decent RU pick.
Yeah.
Cause it's not that frail. This is a. It's actually not that great of a typing.
It's not bad though.
It's not bad defensively
It's solid.
or good.
It's solid. It's mid.
It's fine. Yeah.
It's
Okay.
not bad.
I think RU is good. Seems fine to me.
Yeah, let's go with that.
How about Wheezing? I don't know how good this thing is.
Seems. Eh. I don't. Everybody uses it in UU, and it's good, but it's not great.
It's got a really good
Get me wrong,
typing.
It's a Wheezing.
It is a Wheezing. Wheezing just gets destroyed by, what's the bear called? The mama bear, Ursaring. That's something I'll never forget. That Ursaring just annihilates this thing.
It does.
Yeah.
Wow, I don't understand how Wheezing works, because like, you see 65-120, that doesn't seem that good, but then it lives everything.
It lives everything except really strong neutral hits.
Yeah.
Oh, I still have Paint 3D open.
Very nice.
You think RU or UU?
Definitely not UU.
You don't think UU? Then
I don't
RU.
think
I don't
it's
think
like
it's in you, so I think
I think
RU's
it's
fine.
RU.
Okay. I don't know a lot about it, so that's
Especially, I don't think it's that versatile either.
It's not.
Like
You can do
see if it gets
defensive.
toxic.
You can do probably. Oh wait, that's not TM. Yeah, you're right.
Oh wait, but with
It does.
bank, it might.
It gets toxic.
Okay.
It gets toxic. I thought that was Trick Room. It's not. Willow.
Wonder Room.
It
should
probably
have
can
used
just do
it
what
when
the
they
old
swing
Weezing can do.
for 5. Yeah, it does what Weezing did, but it gets a fairy move.
And a fairy typing, which makes it way better
Does it
defensively.
make it better?
Yeah, I think it does.
What is that? But it makes it. It gives it more weaknesses.
It gives it more weaknesses, but more resist as well.
It does. Yeah, that's true.
It also gives you it gives you an immunity and 2 double, like 4 times resists.
Yeah.
Like 2 things you come in freely on, or I guess 3 things counting dragon. So I think it's definitely better.
Oh yeah, I was thinking it was weak to psychic, but that's just for. So was regular Weezing.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it's also not weak to ground if you make it levitate.
Yeah.
So actually the only
That's
weakness it
great.
gains is steel.
It's solid.
So
I think that's an RU pick.
I think
'Cause, like,
I think adding fairy typing to anything is making it better. Okay, Mr. Mime is in you.
it can't. Is it? Yeah, actually, it probably is.
It's definitely in you.
It's not that good.
It is not. How about the fish?
Actually, type it in. See, Mr. Mime. This is Oh yeah, we still need to make prime time mine time.
That can wait.
Look at that. Look at that animation.
I
That's
wish I
so
could see it on
horrifying.
Showdown.
So do I. Once the animations
Tyler,
come
are
up,
you trying to tell me this is not an NU Pokemon?
hold on.
Is that what you're
Once
trying to do here?
I'm saying we need to make prime time mine time once like the lower tiers and the animations come out because this
Yeah.
is gonna be great. Um, but see what the move pool is like.
It's not bad. It's like a worse Jinx, though, I think. It gets Rapid Spin. That's the only
It's
difference.
just Jinx moves, right?
More or less. It gets Energy Ball. Um, I think it gets Freeze Dry, which is different, I think.
Okay,
But that doesn't justify the even worse stats than Jinx.
that is, yeah.
Its stats are awful, and its typing is awful.
It's what's its Fizz nav?
Like, it's bad. It's 65.
Okay.
50,
Yeah,
65.
that might not be very good.
It might not.
It might not be. It might just be really bad.
Maybe it's an okay spinner to pick up as a
Hold on,
low
it gets
tier.
Thunder Wave though.
Yeah. Moving on. Stunfisk.
The,
I don't know
that's-
anything about this Pokemon.
Neither do I. I had never seen it. Actually, I've seen it. I've seen it use it for the mimicry thing, which changes your.
I've seen an offensive
the-
one, which
to
was
the
pretty
terrain.
underwhelming.
It was really underwhelming.
Yeah.
And the mimicry does not help it.
At best, it's RU.
Oh, I
It could,
don't know if it's that. Well, actually,
it could Stealth Rock.
it's a decent defensive thing. It's pretty much a Spit FX Synchro.
Yeah. But I don't think it's UU.
It's definitely not UU. It's probably RU or is it NU?
I don't think
I
it's.
feel like it's
I think it's
better
probably
than NU.
better RU because the typing's pretty good.
Go with RU.
Look at the typing. Look at that.
It's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
We'll put it RU.
RU.
And we can adjust that in the future later, if need
Yep.
be. The season will not last very long, so Rillaboom. I'll put this.
By the way, my friend who's watching the screen says that he can only hear you in his left ear.
God, why does it do that?
Just saw the message.
Why am I? Okay, hold on.
All right, technical difficulties.
Technical difficulties. Is Tyler in both ears?
He specified you, so I'm probably okay.
Audio in both ears. OBS.
Professional.
Mic audio only in left ear. That's so dumb. I didn't even change anything. It changed it on its own. Alright. Step by step. I really need to focus on this or I'll be here a while. So.
Okay.
Alright. Right click on the gear of my audio source. I don't know what that means.
Oh, by the way, Michelle and Garrett are both here watching.
Oh, hey. Has
We
there been
should probably
words in the
be-
chat that I'm not seeing?
We should probably yes, there are things in the chat that,
Oh,
that
hello.
none of us have seen. Hello everyone. It's great that you could join us.
Let me get
And
mono.
we have not been looking at the chat at all.
Yeah, I'm just used to there not being people in chat. Am I in both ears
So am
now?
I. Let me move my screens around so that I can pay attention to you. Okay. there
You
we
can
go.
be my designated reader.
Mhm. Okay, Michelle is still here, and
Okay.
she said hello.
She said what?
Hello again.
Hello.
All right.
So many tabs.
Duke Slayer is my friend, by the way, that is joining the league. He is also here.
Can I refresh this without ending the stream? I'm just gonna
Okay,
open my
he
stream.
says the audio does work now.
Okay, cool.
We're good.
We're gonna YouTube. Why am I doing it here? I'm very professional. Hi guys, I stream.
Occasionally, like, well, actually, no, we stream fairly often. It's just
Fairly often is a strong word, Tyler.
fairly often. By fairly often, I mean like once every 2 months.
Yeah. Maybe like 3 or 4 months.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I feel like we did the Tyler lock a million years ago, except actually it was like less than a year ago.
Oh, really? That was less than a year?
Yeah, it's approaching a year ago.
Wow, that's impressive.
Right ears rejoice. It won't. Oh, I thought that said it wants now. I, Tyler or Garrett says, "I feel unseen. You're here now.
Well,
You've been
we were.
acknowledged. How's it feel?"
He was unseen.
Okay,
Is Garrett still here?
probably. Maybe not. I don't know. Get this out of my face. I'm just gonna keep opening windows and minimizing them. You can go. Keep that. Okay. That's not what I need to look at. Stop. Alright, Rillaboom. Here we are. Back again. How do you think this thing is? Without... Because it doesn't get grassy terrain, or grassy surge.
Without, if we're saying it doesn't get grassy
It does
surge,
not. It's
let's
illegal.
check it out, because I have no idea what it does.
I think it gets SD, and that seemed like the only noteworthy thing of it.
SD,
Otherwise, just kind of a bulky grass
what's
type.
its coverage? Does it get coverage?
It gets Swords Dance, it gets Wood Hammer, it gets U-Turn.
That's impressive.
Superpower. Solar Blade. I forgot that's just like Solar Beam, but physical. So let's not talk about that. Low Kick. Knock Off. High Horsepower. Hammer Arm.
Okay. It looks fairly decent. What are the stats on it?
Earthquake. Drain Punch. Darkest Lariat. It gets pretty good coverage.
Yeah.
Acrobatics.
Acrobatics.
Which is not great, but Body Press is there. It gets Boom Burst. I remember seeing that earlier.
What are the stats?
They're pretty decent.
Yeah.
190, 70 defenses. It's not too
I would
bad.
say that's a UU pick.
Are you sure it's UU?
Are you saying it should be lower?
I think it's... I hate to put everything in RU, but I feel like that's appropriate.
I don't know. Like...
Is it really that good without a boosting move?
SD with 125 attack?
Or not a boosting move, but without a boosting ability?
I think it's still going to be pretty strong. Like, grass is a really good offensive typing. The only reason it's usually not good is that they hardly ever get
It's got pretty mad coverage, too.
It has good coverage.
And good bulk. Okay, we'll throw it in UU. It doesn't have to be perfect. We can move these around in the future. Oh, they'll move themselves once the tiers are established. We just need a ballpark. That's OU. That's why I need that.
Yeah, UU is my bet.
Okay. So, Inteleon. You have to let me know if there's comments.
Okay. Nothing yet.
Okay. So, the whole appeal of this is it's fast and moderately strong.
Yeah.
That's about it.
What kind of coverage does it have?
Not a lot. It gets Ice Beam, Air Slash, U-Turn. That's about it. What'd you say?
Does it have any interesting setup or
Not currently.
support stats?
I think it gets +1 attack on something. That's all I can remember seeing.
It's SD.
It's Fell Stinger. Does it get SD? It might get SD.
It does.
It does. Okay. Well, there's your answer. It gets SD. It gets Work Up.
Is interesting.
It is. I don't know if it's necessarily good, but it's interesting. It's something. It gets almost nothing else, so.
I think it's just by merit of stats, even though it's kind of one-dimensional. I would say, like, low UU. What do you say? What are we doing with the other things? The non-Gen A mods? That was a question we got. Do you still have the rankings from last gen?
Yeah, I'm just gonna go. So if anything this is for stuff that isn't tiered yet. The stuff that was tiered last year, or last gen rather, we're going to keep that tier. If that's applicable, unless it gets something new that makes it better. Such as Hydreigon, that's going straight to OU, for example. But there's not a whole lot of examples that need that.
Yeah.
What was I doing? Oh, UU. Let's look at some UU stats from last generation.
By the time the league gets going, we'll have a spreadsheet with everything on it, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
There will be a tier list. Let me see here. I can put the old doc that I haven't updated yet in the chat.
Okay.
This is basic. Everything here is pretty much correct. There'll be a couple changes from that.
Yeah, some of the like Jellicent, I think that got strength sap, so we'll have to adjust that a little bit higher.
Yeah, that's an example.
Yeah.
There's the
There's
old
a
doc.
handful of,
I
there's a
hopefully you
handful
should
of
be able to view
adjustments
that.
to make, but I don't think there's going to be a lot of changes.
Yeah, most of that is correct. The ban list is exactly the same. Aegislash is getting banned also.
Okay.
We don't need
We'll have to
that.
see everything that's all the new Nasty Pot users.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
It would be a good thing to check out.
Actually, that's what I meant to Google earlier. New moves that Pokemon learn.
Also, new things to get spikes.
Gen.
And toxic spikes.
Oh, those are TMs now. You're right.
Yeah.
Gen 8. I found a nice list of this.
Oh, really?
Is this
nice.
a good? Is this a full list?
Hitmonlee gets Aura Sphere.
This is a list. It's not a very good looking list. I don't need a discussion. I just need a list. That might be the one we have to look at. Ooh, here we go. That's just what I just opened. Okay.
Umbreon gets Crunch now.
Hitmontop, Focus
Hitmontop
Blast,
gets
better than
Focus
close combat.
Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan both get Aura Sphere.
Umbreon gets Crunch now, Tyler. Oh wait, no, it was Iron Tail.
already
Or
said
Iron Head? It was Iron Tail, Z Iron Tail that we were thinking of.
Okay.
Alright.
Oh,
Yeah,
C-
I'm not going to do this on
C
stream.
Iron
This is going to
Tail,
take too long to look at.
Okay.
Okay, so where are we putting this guy?
I
Oh,
think you.
right. We cut off with me looking at you from last year. So what are some fast attackers? Crobat. Crobat's 90 attack. That's kind of different. It's got defensive utility.
Yeah. It has.
How about Gengar?
versatility.
Here's Gengar. So better typing.
What are we doing Z moves? As we were asked.
We were asked. Okay.
Yeah.
So the way it is currently, and this is probably how it will stay. I don't see why not. This seems fine to me, unless we want to ban them. Is we'll have 2 Z move users per team. One can use offensive Z moves only, and the other can use offensive Z moves and utility Z moves, but no Omni boosting. That is probably what it will stay as.
Okay.
So, what's another example here? Haxorus is one. Hydreigon was one. Infernape is 104, 104, 108.
Actually, I don't know about the C moves. I feel like they weren't a good mechanic in draft.
I also feel like they weren't. We can vote on it.
Okay.
I'm pretty indifferent. It lets some Pokemon do stuff they couldn't do. It honestly is pretty bad, but since they're in the game, that's what Smogon decided. I'm not completely against it. I just am slightly against it. So, 127 is not too impressive for a fast attacker.
What is it?
I think it's 120, 125, 120 is what we're looking at, with no good coverage really.
It's very strong.
It's pretty strong. It's pretty fast.
I feel like it's strong and fast enough to keep it out of RU.
You might be right. Actually, you know what a better idea is? Let's look at RU.
Yeah, compared against the things in there.
Because Salazzle comes to mind, but Salazzle's pretty weak, isn't it?
Yeah, it needs Nasty Plot.
Salazzle's incredibly weak. Actually, it's not that weak. Salazzle's
weak. It's very weak.
a little
in
bit weaker
for some reason.
Yeah, I agree. Sceptile was down here. That's a Mega. We're not considering that. It doesn't. That's not really how that's balanced. Swallow doesn't really fit that bill. Zygarde. Zygarde's 100.
That's because it has like.
Yeah. All of these things aren't strong just because of pure typing, or not typing, but stats. How about Noivern? Noivern's weak, but has high base power moves. Espeon. 130, 110. So that's like pretty on par. It's not quite as fast.
Yeah.
I don't know if that would be broken for RU or not. That's like I feel like Espeon's the only good comparison here, really. Jolteon? It's a little bit stronger than Jolteon. Well, actually, you know what a good comparison is? Greninja. Like, regular Greninja. And that usually is like a UU thing. That's how people tier that, generally. So I think that this could probably be UU too. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect. It just needs to be close enough. That's OU still. That seem good?
Which one?
I put it in UU.
That sounds fine to me.
I think that's fine.
Question. An alternative Z move thing? Like, I've seen it before too. Like each
Drafting the
person
Z
for a
move
certain
gems.
Z. Yeah,
I'm not.
like one
I
person.
never really liked that personally. Have you?
I don't.
What did you think about
really
it?
like it either. I thought it was kind of.
It was interesting because it was kind of different, but I don't think it was as good.
I don't know. I feel like it's less powerful.
It is less powerful, I agree.
Because then you know what you're gonna get.
We can. I think that we can vote on that. That seems fine to me. I'm not too against that either.
I would be more for that than
My big issue is I think that would need additional balancing because some are just objectively way better than others.
Are they?
Like, yeah, like Z flying makes stuff. It brought stuff up tiers basically. And then I don't know what's a bad one. I don't know, Z normal.
Z poison.
Z poison. Z poison's not that bad because you can use Z belch at
I
least.
can't think of anything that can use it though.
Hydreigon. That's about it.
Hmm.
We can see what everyone wants.
Okay.
I'm not against it. So next is okay. You know more about the squirrel than I know.
Oh yeah, here we go. Let's check that one out.
How do you feel about the squirrel? What is it? Greedent or is that the?
Yep, it's Greedent. It's in my opinion, it is a potentially like morally objectionable belly drum sweep. Not like there's anything wrong with it competitively, but just look at it.
Yeah, I agree.
That's my objection to it. Like it's interesting. Like it can. I watched somebody try to use it the other day and it didn't go well for them because they didn't use it on Trick Room.
Is it good on Trick Room now that you can't become big?
It's not. It's probably not nearly as good because now you can't get the boost and like everything.
So is it any better than Inu then?
No.
No.
Actually, see if it gets recycled.
No.
Okay. Yeah. NU.
I think that's fair. Because there was already a lot of like what's an
there
NU?
are valuable things in NU.
Like really strong, really slow things like Delmise is an NU.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's fine. Then we'll just put it in NU. Don't need to worry about it too much. How about the Ladybug?
I don't know what the heck that thing does.
It's a webs user.
It has a lot of things.
It has a lot of things that it can do pretty poorly, I think. What's it called? Do you know what it's called?
Orbeetle.
Orbeetle, that's right.
It's it has a lot of things, but the things don't really come together into a cohesive picture. So
yeah, but it does get webs. That's basically its whole thing.
It gets webs.
That's the whole reason you would want it.
Like I heard that it gets body press.
It does get body press. You can do iron defense body press.
Yeah.
Can you do iron defense? You can.
It gets stored power.
Yeah.
Do a Rionculus kind of thing.
A very mediocre one. Does it ever recover or something?
It
it does have recover actually. Okay.
Yeah.
So I think it's probably RU.
Probably
RU. Because it gets webs. It shouldn't be NU, I don't think. RU seems fine. I feel like most of the web users are in RU anyway. Yeah. And it'll fit right in. How is Thievul? You know more about this than me. I know it's really weak.
I like Thievul, actually.
I know you like it, but how do I spell that? Is it IE? It's IE. I cannot type, my god. I don't have my glasses on and I can't see the letters on my keyboard. Oh my god, those are terrible stats.
Yeah, the stats are terrible, but it's pretty good. Like, it's not good. It's interesting.
I don't think it's UU good.
I feel like RU is more where it's at.
I think RU is more where it's at.
Like, cause there's good, like,
Do you think this is any better than Salazzle? Ask yourself that.
um, no,
I
because I
don't
feel like
either, so I
you
think
need to
this should be
dedicate more
argue.
to the team. Because to make it really work well, you need Unburden on it.
Mm-hmm.
So you need something that can activate the Unburden.
Yeah. You could be sub nasty plot, and you can be terrain seed
like-
nasty plot.
It's good, but I feel. Oh yes, Lazo gets nasty too. Does
Yeah, that's why I was comparing that.
forgot about that. I feel like it's arguable.
I think
Like,
that's fine.
it has good options,
It does have pretty.
and it's very solid.
I think it's fine.
But most specially defensive things can take a +2 hit.
Yu? Why do you think it's Yu?
Yeah.
Friend of Tyler.
Mm-hmm. I think its only real problem is it doesn't get any coverage. Its coverage is Dark, Psychic, Grass Knot.
It's really one-dimensional.
It is one-dimensional, but it does what it does its job well.
I'm gonna leave it there. We'll come back to it.
Okay.
I think this thing should be Yu probably. The Regenerator Cannonball.
Really?
I do. It's a Regenerator Rapid Spinner. It's really good for that.
Can you show
Yeah,
me
I'll
the
pull it up.
stats and such?
What is it, Eldegoss?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So like pretty decent, not great, but with Regenerator pretty decent. Does it get? I think it gets Synthesis too. It does. Does it? It gets Synthesis. I think it can be a Cleric.
Hold on. The call dropped for some reason,
Mm-hmm. Okay.
so I don't have screen share anymore.
Oh, all right. There you go. All right. So, pretty decent defenses. Not amazing, but good enough. And then it gets Regenerator, which makes up for it. Did you hear everything I said?
About
I don't know. The Pokemon.
no.
Oh, Yu for Orbeetle.
Yeah. Let's take a second look at it.
We'll come back to Orbeetle. Since I'm already here,
Okay.
let's do this.
All right.
I think
guess I'll
this
just
is.
keep it-
I think
keep
this is
tra-
Yu good.
I'll keep track of things to revisit.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Because it's not very. It doesn't do a whole lot, but what it does, it will do it very well. It just kind of comes in. It's like a better Serena for being a rapid spinning grass type.
Yeah. What are the offensive stats on it?
Not very good.
They're nothing, right?
80 special attack.
Mediocre, but not bad.
Yeah. This is taking longer than I thought it would. I'm not gonna lie.
Is hazard removal that viable?
Yes. Well, I don't know if it is now.
Yeah, is it that absolutely necessary that that alone will put it in Yu-Gi-Oh?
I still think so though, because like
Does it
that's
get
something
leech?
you need,
It does get Leech Seed.
and it's still just a regenerator grass type.
I get, yeah, and it's a decent enough. Actually, I was playing against one the other day, and it took 0 damage from something I threw at it.
Yeah, it's like
I was amazed. By
it's not frail.
It is definitely not frail.
I think you use fine.
It's
for
a
it.
good wall.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Okay. Anything new? No. Okay. Orbeetle. I don't have a strong opinion about Orbeetle.
Okay, I also don't have a strong opinion.
Because I don't know a whole lot about it. I saw a stupid weakness policy, iron defense, stored power set that worked
Yeah.
surprisingly well in Yu-Gi-Oh!
What are the show me the like weaknesses and resistances and stuff.
Pretty
A lot
bad.
of weaknesses. I feel like the weaknesses are a big problem for it.
The weaknesses are bad. The resists are pretty good, actually.
Yeah.
Even though there's not a lot of them, they're pretty nice.
Yeah, they're nice ones to have. It's not a bad typing, but
It's
as far
definitely
as
not
who's
good
going,
typing.
it's going to win the game.
It is also a Weber though, so that's
It
something to
is.
keep in mind.
It definitely has value.
It's a Weber with some versatility, which isn't most of them. But
That's
is
a
it
good
any
point.
better than Araquanida Scorpiones. Yeah, I don't think it's any better than Araquanid. That's RU.
Yeah, Araquanid is also very good.
But
So
it's...
I think RU is fair on it. Unless check through the moveset and see if there's anything we missed.
Okay. Bug Buzz. Isn't there a new, like, special bug move? It's like pollen something?
Pollen
Or
Puff.
powder. Yeah, is that it?
It's just Bug Buzz. It
It's
does
just...
the same thing.
Okay.
It's the same
Mirror
power.
Coat. Infestation. Psychic Terrain. Shadow Ball. Solar Beam. It's U-Turn. U-Turn's pretty good.
Yeah.
I think it would be a good RU Pokemon, but I don't think it would be a broken RU Pokemon.
Yeah, I think it's balanced in RU.
I think that's fine. Okay, so how about the sheep? I don't
I
know.
have no clue what
Literally
it
nothing
does.
about the sheep.
I know it gets SD, and I know it gets the
Double?
+3 defense one.
Yeah,
Cotton Guard. And it gets Fluffy.
it does get fluffy. It gets
Does it get
really
healing
bad
move?
stats. I don't think it does. I think I looked at it, and it does not.
Like Milk Drink or anything?
I don't think so. It would be
No.
Slack Off or Milk Drink, probably. No Slack Off. No Milk Drink. No.
I'm pretty sure the coverage on it is also very eh.
It's very mediocre. It gets Wild Charge, which is kind of neat.
Wild
but that's
Charge, then Headbutt.
so like you could hit, I don't know, a Skarmory or something.
What's
But
the thing to hit Steel types?
Body Press.
Oh, it gets Cotton Guard Body Press.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Yeah.
I feel like it's not. I feel like this just on first glance, this is looking like
I don't think this is good
RU.
enough to be RU. Personally, because like I said, it's not that it's bad. It's that the stuff in you isn't bad.
I guess not.
Because it's in the same tier as, I don't know, what do we got here? Decidueye, Aerodactyl, Selgor,
Yeah, I guess Decidueye.
Malamar's here,
Kind of comparable.
Mespirit's here, Miltank's here, Mismagius is here, Pangoro,
The only thing,
Piloswine.
go back to the stats. I'm more concerned about it being like a rest talk kind of sweeper.
Mhm.
But I guess 7290 on the special side is mediocre.
It's mediocre.
It's not mediocre. It's decent.
It's mediocre.
It's respectable. But it's not.
I mean, mediocre is like
impressive.
middle of the road still. It's just got a slightly negative connotation.
Yeah. It's
I don't-
average.
Well, hold on.
I'd say.
Hold on. What is type null? Type null's in you, I'm pretty sure. Is that really that much worse?
Gosh, no, it's actually very similar to that. I
Yeah.
forgot that was a thing.
Where is type? I don't think type null's even in you. Yeah, it's not even tiered.
Okay.
I don't think this is broken.
NU. And it's a pretty good NU.
Hmm.
But we'll still put
How's the dog? Boltund?
surprisingly strong.
That's what I've heard. That's what I've heard.
Like, it doesn't.
Oh, it
look
gets
like,
strong jaw. That makes sense. Now it makes more sense. I had no idea why
like,
people,
on paper, it doesn't look like it can do much of any damage.
but with,
But when you put everything together, like a
and it's got a
Choice
high
Band
speed.
Orb,
It's got strong jaw.
it's got Volt Switch potential.
So Thunderfang, Fire Fang Crunch,
It's
Play
Ice
Rough
Fang.
is what it runs apparently. Ice Fang too.
I think it gets Psychic Fangs.
Oh, Psychic Fangs. Does it
Does
get
it
Ice
learn
Fang?
Ice Fang?
I don't see it. No, it'll be running it on the set almost certainly.
Okay.
It does get Psychic Fangs.
Thunder Wave.
It's Thunder Wave. You're right.
Yep.
What
There
is
we go.
is Thunderfang even good when it's boosted by Strong Jaw? Is it really that strong?
It's decent. It's like 100.
Is it 100?
It's like 95.
Sorry, my voice died. Yeah.
Not,
What is Strong Jaw boost? Oh, it's 1.5 boost.
it's 97.5 power.
Okay, that's pretty good.
Actually, it's the same as Knockoff.
Okay,
It's actually the same as Knockoff.
this is pretty decent.
Yeah, I think it's
It's
definitely
Volt Switch.
respectable.
I think it can like stand up with the RU stuff
I think it definitely could.
with that speed
I'm
stat.
thinking UU to RU is what I'm looking at.
Is it are you good?
It's
Or in you
definitely
good?
are you good.
Excuse me. You good is what I was trying to ask you.
It's like it's in the middle ground between.
I feel like it would be a bad you and a good are you,
Yeah,
which is
that's
how I
very
feel about
true.
a lot of this stuff.
Uh-huh.
I thought this would be easier.
What do we have in?
I mean, we have Intellion and you.
Yeah, I feel like Inteleon is better though.
Do you?
Yeah, it has more raw power.
Not by a whole lot, because of Strong Jaw.
No,
It has like a higher base special attack stat, sure, but I mean, all that. The only good move is
Hydro
like
Pump. Hydro Pump still hits
Hydro
harder.
Pump, Ice Beam.
Hydro Pump still hits. It's still hitting harder than Bolton can.
But it. Oh, it can U turn, though, actually. Hmm.
And it can U-turn.
Can this U turn? No, it can Volt Switch,
Volt switch,
but it can't U turn.
but no U-turn.
Yeah, I don't know. Because it has the coverage to hit most stuff. Can it hit grass types? It is Fire Fang, yeah.
Yeah,
Can it hit ground types?
it's respectable.
It can't really
It's
hit ground
Nuzzle,
types.
which is good utility.
Um, let's look at
I don't know. It's
Jolteon.
it's really frail.
Let's look at Jolteon. Jolteon's are you? This is what Jolteon looks like.
Okay, yeah. Actually, it kind of reminds me of Jolteon a bit,
Yeah.
except a little bit more, like a better move pool.
Better move pool, worse stats.
Not as good as Volt Switch.
And doesn't have an electric immunity.
Yeah, and is not especially bulky. It's probably RU then.
I think it's RU. Because, like, that sounds like an insult, but the RU Pokemon are also really good.
Yeah, like they're all. None of the things in RU are actually bad.
No. You're watching the chat, right?
Yes,
Okay, I'm gonna
nothing
stop
new.
clicking on it all the time because I'll put the video up in post, and it'll just be me watching the video.
Okay,
Um, how's the Coal guy? Colossal, is that right?
really weak.
I know it's really weak, but it's also got rapid spin spikes.
Really weak, and it's just generally underwhelming. It's really good on. It takes hits very well, but it's hard for it to use leftovers because it's weak to rock.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, it hits surprisingly hard with Heat Crash.
You know what I can do? Let's peek into their draft document. Get some
Oh,
pointers.
your competitor's draft.
Yeah. Okay. So who are we on? Colossal. They don't have it tier 2. They don't have it tier 3. They have it tier 4.
Yeah, I was thinking NU.
NU, really?
NU or RU?
It actually might be NU. I don't know. I mean,
I
it's got a
don't.
lot of utility. That's about
It
it,
has
though.
utility, but it's unimpressive.
Let's look at the typing.
Does it get toxic?
Probably not.
Probably not, is what I'm thinking.
It does not get toxic. It's Tar Shot.
What is
Target gets
that?
-1 speed and becomes weaker to fire. Very interesting.
Interesting. I'm seeing this, and this has switch into the water type written all,
I mean,
but it does. It's probably a decent spiker.
it spikes. It's like spike, stealth rocks, and rapid spin.
Yeah,
So
it
at
does stuff
worst,
with
it'll be a
hazards.
good NU pick.
Yeah,
I think that's. I mean, Regirock is an NU pick. What else is down there?
put an NU.
I think that's fair.
That solidified it. If Regirock is an NU pick, that one's an NU pick too.
Because, like, since we're going by the Smogon tiering, stuff like Regirock is just way lower than it should be.
Yeah.
So, things don't have to be perfect. It's fine. What is this thing? What is.
Yep.
Oh, it's the apple.
Flapple.
Flapple Dragon. What? I don't know
It
anything about this thing.
gets Dragon Dance and Hustle.
It's Hustle, huh?
Yeah. It gets Sucker Punch. It gets Grav Apple, which is an interesting move.
Is that
It's
always minus attack or defense?
minus. It always drops their defense.
Okay,
Its counterpart has another one that always drops attack.
interesting.
I think, or maybe it's special. I don't know what the other one does.
We'll figure it out in a minute.
It's Grav
U-turn.
Apple, is what it's called.
Um, I don't know what to compare this to.
It's also notably slow.
It is actually slow. It's really odd.
Also, I don't think it really has like its best move to hit steel types is Sucker Punch.
It's pretty bad.
I think.
Um, yeah, I'm not seeing anything here.
Yeah, it could run banded with U-turn, I suppose.
It could, but it's still not that strong, honestly.
Oh,
It's not weak, but it's not that strong.
yeah, it's
It's
probably.
strong enough to do that, but it's not that strong.
I'm feeling RU.
Is that where Flygon is?
Yeah,
Okay, that seems fine.
yeah, it is.
I feel like
I'm
this.
feeling like this is unimpressive enough in
It's
enough different
just as
ways.
unimpressive as Flygon is,
Yes,
despite having many tools.
it is. It has like
Let's check out
it
the
has good
competitor. Where
things
did they
about
put
it.
it? They put it tier 3. That looks right.
Okay,
Like we
yeah,
chose right.
we did. Well, they might not be as good
They,
as
they
us
did
because
put Ferrothorn in
they
OU.
put
Or they
Ferrothorn
put
and
Ferrothorn as tier
yeah,
1, above Corviknight in tier 2.
and they also pick. Yeah, why was Corviknight tier two?
I cannot tell you. It took
That's what
6
I'm
rounds for
more
someone to
upset
pick it.
about. Because like I was thinking about when I was drafting, like preparing, I was thinking about like picking up Corviknight as one of my.
It's so
Or
reliable looking, because Skarmory's
yeah, it is.
fairly reliable. And this
I
is
think
just better that.
Corviknight has the interesting ability of being able to take like super effective coverage. It's a Mandibuzz is a good way of looking at it. It can take super effective coverage moves in
Oh,
on
that are
either
from weak Pokemon.
yeah that are either on the physical side or the special side, depending on where you invest in.
Yeah. I think that's a very good Pokemon. I don't know why it was tier
It
2, and
is
I don't
really
know
good.
why it took 6 rounds for someone to pick it.
Yeah,
I would have picked it
I was thinking about
round 2 at the latest with it being a tier 2.
I was thinking about picking it in the first few rounds with it being a tier one
I mean, that's reasonable.
because it's impressive, plus pressure
Yeah.
and taunt.
All right,
It actually,
we're getting off topic,
yeah,
Tyler.
yeah, we are. We have to be responsible.
We have to
Um,
keep the lecture as brief as possible, as
this thing,
succinct.
this thing is actually see what its signature move
Oh,
does.
it's thick fat, huh? Wait,
Yeah,
so what does that do to its weaknesses?
it
It makes
makes
it
it
only
gives it a
normally
fire
weak
resist.
to ice, and it is a fire resist as well.
Yeah, it has a 2 time.
That's a
It
lot of
has a
weaknesses.
good handful of weaknesses.
It seems pretty decent.
It's not. Yeah,
Can it
it's decent.
recover? It can
Yes,
recover, actually.
and leech seed.
Does it have any other utility? Doesn't look like
See
it.
what see what apple acid does. That's a signature move.
Apple acid. Oh, it's acid spray, but stronger and less of an effect.
Yeah. Okay.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. Um, I actually had this really, um, well,
Draco.
I'll call it an interesting
Why does this
set
one
of
get
Pokemon.
bulldoze? This one gets earthquake too. Aw,
Oh
poor
wait, yeah,
Flapple.
yeah. That's sad. That's tough. Tough break.
This thing doesn't even have physical attack, does it? Kinda.
Eh,
It's fine.
It's probably
It's
this
there.
one's pretty good. It's definitely decent enough. I had a team that used it alongside Toxapex and Corviknight, and it did everything that Toxapex and Corviknight couldn't do.
Which is?
Take on electric types,
Oh. Oh, this is a good
etc.
electric type switching. Yeah, it's only normally
Yeah.
weak to ice.
Oh yeah, so it can take HP Ice no problem.
Yeah. Does
Yeah,
everything get HP ice? Does everything get hidden powers in the national dex format?
it should.
Or is it just. I mean, I'm sure all the
I
stuff that
think,
used to get it gets it, but does the new
yeah,
stuff get it now?
the new stuff, no,
No, they still
I
don't.
don't think so. I
That's
don't think so.
unfortunate. I don't know why they took that away. So is
I
this
also
UU
don't
or is
know why
this
they would
RU?
remove that. Good question.
That's what we need to know.
Let's compare it to the defensive stuff that's in RU.
That's the good plan. Well, okay, the defensive stuff in RU is very defensive but very passive.
Yeah, does not have the
This
same
isn't
problem.
passive.
Then again, the
Let's look
defensive
at the
stuff.
stuff in UU that's defensive.
Okay.
Because I feel like the
Michelle
stuff that's
says
defensive in UU is stronger, like Aggron, for
Michelle
example.
says Michelle says there's no hidden power. Um, even on the old stuff.
What now? What was the question?
Michelle says there's no hidden power.
The old stuff doesn't
Well,
have hidden power?
I asked her if I asked her to clarify if it's on the old stuff or not. It should, because you
Yeah,
should be able to transfer it.
yeah. If it's not there, then that should.
Actually, let me test that myself.
Okay.
What national decks, um, Aegis Lash, let's say, yes, in power does exist for the
Okay.
old
Cool.
stuff
So
in national
here's
decks
an
format.
example. We have Empoleon here with 84, 88, 101, but no recovery move,
Yeah,
but Stealth Rocks. So
also a much better
100,
typing,
80, 80.
like a very good typing,
Very good typing. Yeah.
and also a unique typing.
hmm Maybe not the best comparison. What else we got? Gligar is
Then
a
again,
Violate. Here's a Powdon.
actually, I feel like Poundon is probably a decent comparison
Yeah.
because like it's not passive. Actually,
It's
no, it is passive.
pretty passive.
Even though it doesn't have passive stats, it is
It's
passive.
pretty passive.
Like all the
But it's also impossible to kill,
yeah,
which
that's
I
the
don't
thing.
think the Apple will be that impossible to kill, though I've never played
No,
against it. I might be wrong. In
it's
practice,
like
it might be.
it's okay. It's not great.
What else
It
is
has
there?
enough weaknesses that you can kill it.
Yeah, that's what I was figuring.
Also,
Alolan
you can
Muck.
turn on it.
105, 80, or 75, 100.
It also has a better typing though.
With a better typing. Is there something with it? The stuff in UU doesn't really have bad typing. Where I cannot
Yeah,
find the right tab. Get this calc out of here. Um, Rotom Heat. Very good typing. Worse stats. Um, Suicune. Still better typing.
that's its own thing.
That's its own
That's
thing.
its own brand of
There's
evil.
not a good comparison here. Sylveon,
Try are
maybe?
you?
Oh. You know what?
I
Yeah.
think we just need to see if it's better than the things in RU.
That's probably a better way to go about it.
Because the things in UU, like the walls of UU, make a good stall. Because like they're all passive,
hmm
but they all take anything. It's kind of Arcanine is a decent comparison.
Arcanine's very good, but Arcanine's also like. Um,
Strong.
Arcanine is usually tiered higher in Draft League.
Okay.
So I don't know if that's the best comparison to look at. Um,
Cresselia?
Cresselia is very fat, but very passive. So probably
With a
not the
better
best
typing.
comparison again.
These things are not
Florges. Florges. How about that?
Florges. Kinda. More special. I think it's an RU. I think the apple's RU.
That seems right.
It's mixing in a lot better with these than the U
I
is.
agree. I agree. Yeah. Okay. How many are left? We have like 2 lines still, or a line and a half. There's like nothing in UU.
It's yeah,
The
make it
snake.
happen.
Sandaconda. This thing's so stupid.
I like it.
I like
Hold
it,
on.
but it just looks. I don't like the fact that it looks like it's in an inner tube.
I kind of like
Does
that.
it get Stealth Rock?
Yes,
It does.
pretty sure.
It does. Okay. Um, it coils. I know that.
Coils,
Coil
it
Earthquake.
rests, and gets rid of the sleep on its own.
Oh, does it have
It
Shed
gets
Skin?
shed
Oh, it
skin.
does have Shed Skin. Okay. Okay.
It's a horse.
It's a horse.
Yeah, it looks like it does one thing
It
pretty
looks
well.
like it's RU. Compare it to
Yeah,
Hippo is the
is
problem
is
here.
it RU or NU?
It might be NU, but I don't think it's
I'm
NU.
thinking.
Well,
I'm
let's look at the
thinking.
stats here. They're actually not that great.
Yeah, like it can
70,
clone
70 Spadef.
70 70s.
Yeah.
You can take that out pretty easy.
I think this. You might be right. This is probably NU.
Like one good water type and one good grass or one good grass type, and it's not worth anything. I feel like NU is
I think you're
appropriate.
right. Let's just scroll through real quick. What's the
Because NU
comparable
is a
ground type?
Piloswine.
Piloswine. Piloswine's Palisand.
Piloswine isn't is not
They're not
comparable, but
exact. Neither of these are exactly comparable, but there's also Rhydons in Inu.
Piloswine is not comparable at all, but it's an NU.
I feel
Rhydon
like
also.
this is Inu. I just looked at
Yeah,
Steelix. I just looked at
yeah. There's a lot of good
Rhydon. That's Inu.
things. Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Um, tier list. Okay, this is Inu, right? I don't actually know anything about this.
Cramorant. Okay,
I just
so
everyone
if
makes jokes about it, so I assume it's
okay,
terrible.
so basically Cramorant is pretty bad, but it can
Oh, it's
generally force you to let something be paralyzed. Like if Satan came in the Pokemon, probably be Cramorant.
I still don't think that's any better than
It's
Inu.
not it's not good. Tossed an NU, it's
It
bad.
has a niche, sort
I
of.
guess it has a niche, but it's a bad niche. And
It's
if
a
you know
bad niche, you're right.
its deal is like pretty much it something will be paralyzed, but you can prepare for that. You know
You
it's
can
coming.
prepare. Yeah, when you know it's coming,
Yeah,
that does really limit how effective that can be. You can also
yeah,
just have a Lumberry or something, or
yeah.
Limber even.
It's pretty easy. Yeah, now that you mention that, it's pretty easy to play around because you
Okay.
know exactly what it's going
How
to
about
do.
Centiskorch? This thing
So
is
I'm
a
thinking
weird
you.
Pokemon.
This thing is good. You take it off road, you slap some boots on it, and like I've seen a rest talk set with Fire
Oh, what
Lash,
does the
which lowers
typing
defense.
do? I forget how good this
It's
typing is because of the
it's
rock
good.
weakness.
Since you can take away that stealth rock weakness now, I think that's you.
You can take away the stealth rock weakness, but then you can run a rock move anyway,
Yeah,
knowing
but
it's
at the
there.
same,
So
it's still really good though.
I guess Volcarona would still owe you
Look at
regardless. So
it's
I think that's probably fair.
yeah, it's good.
It doesn't seem
Also,
out of place there.
it
So
gets grass coverage, it gets
yeah,
coil,
it
it
gets
gets
really
a
good
lot of buffs.
coverage. This thing is in you. I know that.
Yeah,
And
yep.
that thing's really
We're
bad. How
not
about the
talking
T?
about that. Um,
I
what
don't know
about the
anything about this. I just know
it
it's
shell
another lame
smashes?
shell smasher.
It is a lame shell smasher.
Ghost. That's a lot of special
That's
attack.
yeah, it's a strong lame shell smasher. Although
It's
it's still a lame shell
it can
smasher.
stored
Wait,
power.
hold on. You see that that's his format Uber?
I don't
Um,
like that.
it doesn't belong in Uber, but it can do something in Uber, which makes sense.
Um, it's RU or NU? It's not NU. Or
It's
RU or UU, excuse me.
yeah, it's definitely one of those two.
I don't know which one. What's its coverage like?
Its coverage
Dark
is
Pulse,
Ghost, stored power, Giga Drain.
Giga Drain. Well, there's Mega Drain. Um,
That's about all I can get.
Strength Sap,
It gets strengths at Will-O-Wisp, and it can be a
Willow.
decent special wall,
Mm-hmm.
I think.
You could sub on stuff.
Yeah,
What
and
is
it
tea
has
time?
decent
All active
spin dash.
Pokemon consume held berries.
Wow, cool.
Strength Sap. Um,
Yeah, basically it's Shell Smash. Yeah,
is it any better
that's
than
what it does.
Cloyster? Ask yourself that. That's RU.
Arguably, Ghost is a lot harder to switch into unless you have a
Yeah.
special Dark type, especially defensive Dark type.
Is it UU good though?
That's a good question.
Let's look Shell Smash users. Where's this one? Binnacles and you, or obviously that is Barbarical is what I meant to say. Cloisters are you. Is there anything better
Barbaricles
than
and
that? Yeah,
really,
Turtonators. Is it just the best Shell Smasher now?
it's that Minior has a niche, but
Oh,
it's up there as one of the best. It's like that or Minior or Barbarical. Those are all very good.
so the question still remains: Are you or NU? Or God, are you or
Yeah,
UU?
I can
It's
you go to
really
the
slow.
can you go to the list of the things we put in RU?
Yeah.
Um, remember that Magearna had 65 speed and it still outsped every after it shift geared.
Yeah, but Magearna's bulky. Magearna's
I'm
stupid in many other ways.
yeah, I'm not comparing it to Magearna. I'm just saying
Yeah, I
second
know what you're
even
saying though.
for doubling. Compare. I feel like it has more value. I feel like it's scarier, and you need to do more
When
than
the
the
most
other.
comparable thing here is Thievul. I think it's a lot better than Thievul.
Yeah,
It doesn't
I feel
seem
like you.
It doesn't seem out of place there. It's fine.
I feel like you.
Okay. Then we've got
Just
Obstagoon.
because that's something I'd rather place too high than too low,
That's
if
fair.
that makes
That's fair.
sense.
How do you feel about Obstagoon?
Obstagoon,
Is it
I
Yu good?
don't, it definitely maybe.
I just want to put it there. What's it look like?
Yeah, I do just want to put it there. It has coverage to hit steel types.
That's
It's very hard
typing.
to switch
Actually, its
into.
stats aren't as bad as I thought they were.
No, they're not
They're not
terrible.
good, but they're
They're
not bad.
horrible in OU, but in UU they're really good.
Okay, I can see
Speed
that.
speed is good enough.
Like,
Attack is good enough.
yeah, because like
And
you can have
I
horrible stats and be UU. Because what's that
and I
called?
feel like I feel like
Look at
UU is
this.
fine. Yeah.
That's not even really better. I mean, the typing's better, the coverage is better. There's a lot of things about it that make it better.
Also, I think one of the things about Obstagoon is that it's bulky. Like
Actually, it is
it's
pretty
not
bulky.
enough to take hits from offensive things, but
90, 101, 81.
it can take hits from walls so easily.
Yeah, you're right. And then it doesn't even have to worry about getting burned.
Yeah.
So yeah, that seems fine. Okay.
Oh, also, I didn't even know that. Um, Look at the abilities on it.
So
It gets Defiant, Guts, and
I didn't
Reckless.
know it got defined. I knew it got
Yeah,
reckless.
I didn't know that.
Huh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
good point
Seems
there.
good. This thing is probably in you. Wait, Berserker? Is it with an E? Yeah, it is. That's odd. All right.
Huh?
I don't think this
It
thing is
has
any. I
it
don't
has
think this is RU.
Steelworker. Look at Steely Spear, and I'm
I have
pretty
no
sure
idea what
that's
that
the same
does.
Steelwork.
Okay, well, steel moves get
1.5.
stronger.
It's a 1.5.
It's 1.5, right?
Okay,
Yeah.
so it essentially has like double stab.
But
And yeah,
it's still not
it's
probably
it's
not
so
that
slow.
strong, and it's so bad in other ways that I think that's okay.
Yeah. What does it get in terms of coverage?
Close combat. I don't think it gets priority if I recall. It gets crunch.
It gets
Um,
fake out.
it gets fake out.
That's
Yeah, I think
that's
that's
its
its
prime.
only priority.
Does it get sucker punch?
I don't think it does.
Okay. And it's so
No.
slow.
Yeah, I think this is in you.
I
I
agree.
don't think it's
It
unusable in
has
you. It gets U-turn, but
things
I
that can
think it's
even
in you.
like what was it? Hitmonlee is in NU, right?
Oh, is it? That's probably
Is it?
right. Yeah, I'm gonna put that in you.
Yeah. Put it in there.
Well, wait. I need to check this one. Pretty sure I think you're right. I think it dropped. Hot. Hitmonlee.
Hot Monlee.
Yeah, it's in you. Yeah, okay. That's fine. There's no issues.
Yep.
What is this? It's really bright. Oh, it's
Of
Cursula.
course.
Cursula.
It's strong.
It's
It's a cannon.
strong?
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's strong? What?
Yeah.
What is this thing?
It's a cannon. It has no defense, but it lives near like a special attack, and then everything in front of it explodes.
What? Is
It
that
does not
Yu good
resemble.
though?
It does not. Probably not. It
I
doesn't
don't think it's
resemble.
UU's levels of strong, but I think it might be RU levels of strong.
I think it is,
I think it probably is.
because like it still gets strength sap.
Yeah, I was about to say it has some defensive usability too. So
Yeah. It's really also trick room since it's so
it gets
slow.
trick room.
No, I don't know if it gets it, but it can be used
Oh,
in trick room.
yeah,
See
you're
if it
right.
does get it.
Yeah,
Does it learn trick room or not?
it doesn't.
Okay,
Okay,
good.
let's look at what its coverage is. Ancient power,
It gets
wizard.
earth power, I know. It gets
Um,
grass moves.
does it have anything to hit a dark type? That's what I want to know. Earth
That's a good
power,
question.
Giga Drain, Hex,
Hydro pump?
Hydro, Ice Beam. This has a lot of coverage.
Yeah.
Mirror Coat, Nightshade, Power Gem. So it can't really hit a dark type from what I can see, but it can hit a
Not
dark type
super
with a
effective.
secondary typing.
Yeah. I think it's RU.
Scald. It gets Scald.
It's pretty cool. Stealth Rock?
Oh, it gets Stealth Rock? Ooh.
Yep.
Yeah, that seems pretty RU to me.
Yeah,
Willow.
Will-O-Wisp.
Does it have an
It's
attack stat?
cool.
Oh, it has an attack stat too. Hold on.
Not a respectable attack
It
stat.
hasn't. It's 95.
It doesn't get anything to really. Does it get anything to use it with?
Body slam. It gets. I mean, if you use it as a wall or something, you can throw slap earthquake on it. Well, I guess you can slap earth
It
power
gets
on it.
Earth Power.
I mean,
It,
that could be
it
useful
doesn't
for
have
some things.
probably
Head smash.
in certain situations you might want to
Icicle
choose.
Spear. Liquidation. Why does it get so many moves? That's cool.
I don't
Rock
know, but
Blast.
I'm glad it did.
It can blow up too. Yeah.
Yep. RU.
That's how you know you have a good Pokemon.
And it's a neat RU
How is
pick too.
Surfetched? You seem to know more about this
It's
Pokemon than I do.
really lame, is
It's
what it
really
is.
lame, that's fair. But is it any good? It's got an
You.
attack stat.
It has a big attack stat.
Yeah.
And it gets close combat, it gets poison jab to back that up, knockoff.
First impression. Did you
First
know
impression.
Haxorus gets first impression? Did I tell you that?
You told me that, yeah.
Why does it get that?
Um, I think that I think that first impression is what
It
really
gets
makes this
Brave
lame.
Bird.
First impression is what really makes this
Like
seal
Final
the
Gambit, does it have
lameness
HP?
of it.
Some.
No.
Not really, but
Like,
not
if it's
nothing.
killing itself, you can count that as a win for you. Because it's bulky enough to take a hit.
Is it?
Also, scrappy close combat, it's not cool.
Oh, yeah. This thing's pretty good. How slow
It's
is it?
Yu Yu.
65.
I
It's fine.
think Yu Yu is where this thing belongs.
I think you're probably right.
It definitely belongs, Yu Yu or higher. It is not
If
RU.
you don't think it's RU, then it's UU. I'm not putting. I don't think there's
Okay.
anything I'm gonna put in OU that isn't already in OU.
I don't think it's OU, but it's
Because there's
definitely
broken stuff in
Yu
UU
Yu.
as it is. This sort of
Yeah.
format isn't balanced perfectly for what we're doing. Like going up
Yeah.
the Smogon tiers, and that's just how it is.
All right, here we go. Prime time, mime time.
I don't. I think
Round
this is
two.
still like a not much better Jinx.
Yeah, it's on it. I don't
I
really get
searched
it.
Jinx. That's the one I meant.
It's really confusing.
It really is. I think this is NU also.
I agree. Why did
Because
we get
like,
two new versions of Jinx? I just don't get it.
because like, it took the only thing that Mr. Mime had going over Jinx, other than Rapid Spin, and being slightly faster, and then he just took that away and
Yeah,
made him
it's
tap dance.
slower.
Gave him a
Yep.
hat. Yeah, I
I mean,
think
he looks a lot less creepier than
he
the
looks less
Mr. Mime.
creepy. Like,
Yeah,
I'm gonna
and
separate my
he's
uncle
not.
from the squirrel, but
I know one thing. It's definitely not in
it's
RU.
not. How about Rune Egregious though? Is that an RU?
Ringarige is neat.
It's neat.
It's quite neat. It's also this is like significantly bulky. Like,
Hmm.
do you remember? It took a banded icicle crash from Darmanitan.
That's weird.
Like, it takes any hit on the physical side, and it's surprisingly hard to wear down too.
So
Because
is
like
Kofagrigus, and it's
it
an
has
RU.
it
I
has
don't
the
know if
neat
giving it a ground
qualities.
typing makes it any better.
I know it has.
It does give. It does have Stealth Rocks though.
I don't. It feels better than Kofagrigus for whatever reason.
It is an electric immunity.
It has.
It has a better version of its ability.
Yeah. By the way, can you make sure that's not just a glitch in Showdown, as it actually is permanent?
That didn't really help me.
By the way, are the stats the same as Kofagrigus?
Probably. I will check in a second. But I think they are. They might not be.
I don't know. It
I
feels
don't
more
remember Kofagrigus having
physically.
that much of a def.
It feels more physically inclined, like PhysDef. I
Well,
remember
Kofagrigus was more physically inclined as well.
I remember it being like more mixed offensive. It's
Really?
just that Ghost type is better against physical attacks for various reasons.
I think it definitely has a higher physical defense stat.
I think it does, yeah.
When a Pokemon with this ability is hit by a contact move, it will switch abilities between it and the target.
Mm-hmm.
So that sounds permanent.
I
But it
it
still
was
sounds better because you're stealing the. You're taking the ability. It's like Trace.
all yeah. Yeah, you're not just spreading the disease around. You're stealing.
145. No, the stats are the same.
Is that Kofagrigus?
Mm-hmm. I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, it is.
I don't know why. The rune just seems better.
I think it's better, but I don't know if it's better enough to put it in the next tier.
I don't think it belongs in Yu Yu.
Okay. Well, then,
I'm just
yeah, I
saying.
think it's definitely
I'm
RU.
just saying.
So
I'm
that's
just
a pretty
vouching
easy
for it. I
decision.
think it's just impressive.
Yeah, I like it.
Mhm.
All right, all creamy. How does this compare? The question is, how does this compare to? There's very similar Pokemon we can compare this
Sylveon,
to. Sylveon. There's more importantly, I think even more directly, you can compare it to um, the flower
Florges.
Forges. Yeah,
I think the main thing it has going is that it has mystical fire.
does Flor? Oh yeah, Forges doesn't exist, so of course it doesn't have
Also,
that.
it also gets real recover instead of synthesis and wish.
Oh, it gets actual recover. How about
Yeah,
that? Is this UU then?
I think it might be.
I think it's
It's good.
probably UU
What's
then.
Florges? Is Florges in UU and draft?
Fortress is RU, but Sylveon's UU.
Okay. I think this is. I feel like this is UU.
I
Well,
think this is UU.
okay, we'll go with it.
Okay. Phalanx. I don't know anything about this one either. It's janky. I know that.
Phalanx. I think it's cool. I like it.
I don't like Omni boosting. I've
But
been
this
hurt from
this
last generation.
I know how you feel. I've been there, okay? But this Omniboost means like it has a penalty.
It does.
Um, meaning like it's now or never. You don't get to Omniboost and then switch out your Komodo to bring it back and still do a lot later in the game. It's like
I guess that's true. And it's
you
like
just
it's
need
got
to
pretty
take.
bad stats too.
Yeah, his
So like,
stats are average. They're
is
not
it like
terrible,
RU?
but they're average. I'm thinking RU
I'm thinking
because it's
RU.
better than NU,
I
but I
don't
don't
think
think
it's NU, and I
he's.
don't think it's UU good.
Yeah, I don't think it's as good as
Okay,
the things in
we'll
UU.
say that.
Because once it goes for no retreat, like it can't switch anymore. You just need something that can take a hit and kill it
Hmm.
back, which is not hard to do.
I really like this thing. This next
Pincurchin.
guy, Pincurchin.
Honestly, when I first saw it, I thought it was like a new Pyukumuku,
That's fair.
Galar
Oh, I
Pyukumuku.
was thinking more along the lines. It's somewhere between Toxapex and Pikamuku.
Yeah. Also
It's
electric
not.
for some
This is
reason.
not what I expected. None of this. Electric Surge is cool in this because at least it's not
It
broken.
is. It's not broken at all.
It's more like
It,
it's more like Torkoal levels of automatic setting. Pretty
yeah,
usable.
yeah.
But
It has
that's
a
about
really
it.
interesting move pool.
I like that it gets spikes. I wonder what. Do you know what all learn spikes this generation that didn't used to get it? Sing Zap, T
Um,
Spike. Oh, it gets T Spikes too. How about that? It blow. You can blow it up.
yes, it gets recover right now. It gets
Oh, it
regular
gets recover.
spikes. I think
Oh, it does get recover. How about that?
it gets
It has no
straight
HP.
good offensive coverage.
48,
It gets
95,
water
85
moves.
is pretty
It gets
bad.
sucker punch.
Does it?
It's not amazing defensively, but recovers an option still.
Hmm.
It's pretty good support.
So, what do you think about it? I've just
I'm
never seen
thinking
it in action to really
I'm
know.
thinking NU,
You're thinking
but
in you?
I'm
You
thinking
might be.
NU.
You
I don't
might
think it's
still
a.
be right.
Then again, you've always talked about how good toxic spikes are for draft.
Toxic spikes are really good, and this is a very unique thing for it.
It's a pretty good spiker,
But there's
but
other
I don't think
really
it's
good
very
things
good.
in Inu.
Yeah,
I don't
but
think
like
this is like
my only thing is
broken in
consider
Inu.
what it can do offensively, because like a lot of your ground types can't deal with water attack.
Does it have a special attack stat? It does.
Yeah,
Um,
it has okay in
let's
everything.
look at what's in Inu.
I'm guessing this is gonna. I mean, Braviary is NU.
Well, Braviary might have to get moved up because it gets close combat now.
Oh yeah,
Braviary is
maybe
probably like RU now.
probably Clydes are. You don't switch into that thing unless you have a higher tiered bulky water type.
I mean, you can also switch grass types in on
Oh yeah,
Pincurchin.
grass types can deal with it easily.
I don't think this is broken here. Spirit's here.
Pretty
Pangoro's here. Piloswine.
okay. Yep, yep.
Yeah, this seems
And
fine.
you,
The Moth.
the
Moth is weird.
moth is weird. It's not bad at all though.
I don't think it's UU good.
I I think the thing about the moth is that it can set up in the face of any special attacker,
Hmm. It's kind of
even
like,
like
um,
fire types and stuff.
what's the dancing moth in UU?
Venomoth.
Yeah. That's like
I
the
think
closest comparison I can think of, and it's not really close. This is pretty out there.
it's like, you know how Venomoth is really good because it ignores resistance because
Mm-hmm.
it's insects. This ignores super effective hits against it because it's so bulky.
Is it you good though?
I don't. It's really strong too.
Actually, it does have a
Only thing
special
is that,
attack stat. It's got a 4 times weakness to rocks though.
but it can run the boots.
It has to run the boots basically. So
But
like you
it's.
can't
I
do
think
other things with it. It's pretty one dimensional.
even it's one dimensional, but it does that so well. Only thing is it can't really hit steel types. I
Dazzling
don't think.
Gleam. Does it have anything that could potentially hit a steel type with a secondary typing? It doesn't even
I
look
don't
like it
think.
is that. Weather Ball.
Yeah,
Weather
that
Ball in
might
the sun.
weather ball on a sun team would be kind of cool.
It would be.
That would be neat. We should try that. Just on like when RU comes out.
Yeah, I was thinking that with Inteleon as well. Just putting it, slapping it. That works less because the water moves are weakened. But you either get regular strength water moves or
Okay,
fire move
we'll
for
get to
free.
try this out.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes.
One way
So,
or another.
you or are you? Do you think it's better than or comparable to Venomoth?
I don't think it's better than. I think it's slightly worse than Venomoth.
So, do you
But
think it's
see,
still worth
what do we
you
have
though?
in RU? What do we have in RU?
Yeah, we have these things.
Yeah, put in RU.
Okay.
Because like, even still, like it's going to get blown up by priority
Yeah, that's true.
or just anything.
And you have to
Anything.
be ready. You can prepare for it as well, so you will
Yeah,
have the priority. If
any
so,
steel type can wall it. Any physical hit can
any
take it
steel
out.
type can wall it. That is true. You can
Yeah,
paralyze it with stun spore most
that's
of the time.
that's the one thing.
That's about it.
Yeah,
So how is this thing? I don't even know what that's called.
I have no idea.
I don't. I
I
know
don't
it's a
know what
rock
it's called
type.
either. Oh, it's called Stone Journer.
There,
I don't know what
Stonjourner.
it does.
It's like it looks like just glancing at the stats, a worse version of.
Where's Gigalith?
I wasn't gonna say Giggleth. I was gonna say
Okay.
the steel rock thing that runs Trick Room.
Provopass?
No, it's
That's the
like
only
OU
steel rock
viable.
I
You gyro
know.
ball.
Oh,
You do a
Teka
million
Teka.
damage. That one. It looks
Yeah.
like a way worse version of that.
Oh yeah, except it's not slow, so it can't use gyro.
Yeah, but it has the Kartana thing going for it.
What do they do? But not the good part of the Kartana thing.
Yeah,
Only
it's
the
got
bad.
the bad part of Kartana going for it.
Yeah.
What is Power Spot? Isn't that? Yeah, it's a doubles thing. I mean, it's kind of strong, but so is other
Kinda.
NU stuff. I think this is NU.
What kind of coverage does it get?
Heat Crash, I saw. It's block, body press, brutal swing, bulldoze, earthquake, heavy slam.
This isn't looking very good. If
This is
Gigalith
not.
is NU, right?
Gigalith is RU, but
Oh, okay.
um,
But like,
there's other good rock.
Rhydon is
Rhydon
NU.
is here.
Oh, this is NU. This is very unimpressive.
Yeah. Okay. We're getting to the end here. We just have fossils and then a couple other things. How is Ice Cube? I know it's dumb.
IceQ is like, okay, so
Is it you?
imagine you set it up against a Ferrothorn,
Mm-hmm.
then you belly drum, and you hit the Ferrothorn, and it does like 70% at +6 with the ice move, and it's very bad. But at the
What's this?
same time,
Hold on.
it's like
I'll pull it up.
it can do things. It just it's not good. You have to prep for it. It's threatening, but it's not good, no matter how you slice it.
It's really
It's too
slow
it's
until
way
it's not.
no, once you hit it, it's not slow at all.
But then it's also not really bulky at all.
Yeah,
Pure ice, so you have to worry about rocks. Eh,
yeah. And you have to belly drum to make it work.
That's all it really does, yeah.
so you know what it's gonna do.
Mm-hmm. Can it do
Also,
something else,
also
theoretically?
no. Also, now that I think about it, as long as you like, as long as you don't hit it with a physical, like, okay, here's what can happen. You can hit it with a physical attack, you break its substitute thing, and then you can hit it again as it sets up.
Mm-hmm.
They can switch it on your physical attacker. Belly drum, you don't hit them, you just switch into a special attacker that's faster. And
That's
then they have
true.
like 50 base
Oh,
speed
yeah, you're right.
and can't do anything.
So is it
So
better? Is it
pretty
RU?
bad. It's RU or NU. It's terrible. I feel safer putting it in RU because it can be a threat.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know enough about this thing.
It's
But
not
it seems
UU.
pretty exploitable.
It's very, yeah. It's you can just kill it if you
Yeah.
have a special attacker that's okay, kind of bulky, just a tiny bit
Or,
bulky.
yeah.
You can,
And like you said, you can just put a faster special attacker. Just
yeah,
go hard into that. What's
or a
his
revenge
coverage
killer.
like? Icicle
It's
crash.
it's that Zen
Zen
headbutt
headbutt, liquidation. Does it get
liquidation. I
earthquake? It's head
oh
smash. Iron head. So pretty bad. Pretty bad
yeah,
coverage.
definitely no higher than RU.
Definitely no higher than RU. But is it as good as the NU stuff? Not this NU
Yeah,
stuff,
I
but
don't
this
I
NU
don't
stuff.
know.
Or is it better than the NU stuff? I really don't know about it, is the thing.
It's more volatile than the NU stuff. I can tell you that
I
much.
mean, Miss Magius is an NU. I feel like that thing's amazing.
Yeah,
Sedula. Slow King is NU. Very
yeah. I
balanced.
don't know if it's better
That
than
thing doesn't
that.
just belong there. Or that just
It's.
doesn't belong there, is what I
I
meant to
think
say.
the problem is that it's really cheesy.
It's really cheesy and it's not even good.
Yeah. So what do we do with something that's really cheesy and can be threatening, but is bad nonetheless?
Did we might just put it in NU.
Shh. I mean, yeah. Are you or NU? What do you? It's like,
I feel
what
like
do you feel
NU's
safer
not bad
about?
for it. That's really sad. I
Okay,
think that's fine.
we'll go for it.
Okay.
Like if you
Indeedy.
put first of all, if you draft that as your NUT pick and then you put it on your team, you've got a liability on your hands.
I feel like it is a liability, so I
It's
think it's fine there.
it's a real liability now that I think
It's like
about
pulling out a Cramorant.
it. No, that one's okay. That one is a demon. No matter how you
But
slice
it's a really bad demon.
it. Yes.
Okay. How is Indeedee? Is Indeedee UU? Is it
Indeed,
that
it's
strong?
it's good. It's really good.
Is it UU?
It might be.
I feel like that's fine. If
Sure.
if we're putting Intelli on there, I think that fits fine.
Yeah, that's
And
true.
like Rillaboom, I feel like it's stronger than Rillaboom. I feel like it's just better than Rillaboom.
Potential. Well, I don't know.
Maybe not
I
exactly. What's
think you
it look like?
underestimate how good
I
a
probably do.
semi grass type is.
What is that thing called? I already forgot. NDD. What's the difference between the male and female?
The female one is worse. It's slower and less powerful, but a little bit more bulky.
Why would you want that?
I don't know.
I-
Game Freak just really hates women, I think.
okay.
Because like on the two things they have different gender difference forms. Like the male one is better both times, aka Indeedee and Meowstick.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
the
I think
female
this
one
is UU.
does nothing. Yeah. And it gets Mystical Fire too.
Oh yeah, I think that's the UU.
Sure.
Seems fine. Okay. More Pico. How is?
Pico's good.
I think it's like surprisingly good.
Yes, I agree with it. Do you remember that really poorly constructed, thrown together team I used with a Pico and a Cloyster?
Vaguely.
We didn't use it in a call.
I didn't
It
use
just
it, but I remember you using
it
it.
destroyed people. It took lives.
Is
It's
it
impressive. It
is
gets
it
bullet
UU
seed.
good?
Yeah, I bet it is.
You think so?
Yeah,
Huh.
just having a 110 base power stat move
Yeah,
that
that makes you
gives you a
fast
speed boost.
and can be
Also
two
having
attacks.
also having grass coverage. Also just the thing where it goes
There's so
back
much
and
scroll.
forth.
There's a lot of moves here.
I think also gets rapid spin to support.
Oh, it gets rapid spin? Okay, then it's probably UU in that
Yeah.
case. Robertson's really
Also,
good.
there's something really terrifying about the thing of it switching back and forth on that between electric and dark.
Mm-hmm.
Because there are really few things that can take both. So
Yeah.
like you switch into your electric resist, well now it's a dark. Switch into your dark
I
resist.
guess you could at
It's
least
a dark.
handle that with protect.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's true. Also, one thing interesting I saw is that it can use protect.
Yeah, I saw that too. You think
Uh,
UU?
I think it's UU.
Okay,
Sorry.
sure.
But yeah,
I don't
protect
know
is
any
good.
better.
Good point.
How's the elephant?
Uh,
Is it UU? Is it that good?
Blender seems to like it a lot. I don't know if it's UU. Actually, it's pretty strong.
It looks pretty. I mean, I could see that as UU. I don't know.
Yeah, it's
What's
not
his
bad.
attack? It's got a high attack stat.
It has 130 attack. It has heat. It has heavy
Also has
metal.
sheer force. Does
It
it
does kind of the
benefit from that?
Celesteal, where it hits you with this. It does the offensive uh,
Actually, it
benefit.
has exactly Celesteela coverage. Well, yeah, it has power up too, so it does.
Yeah, it has Celesteal coverage, but
And
not as
then
good as
heat crash.
Celesteela. Yeah, it's like imagine abandoned Celesteela,
All right,
except
let's
you don't have
consult. Let's consult
the
the other
defense.
league. Where did
Okay,
they put it? It looks like they put it in the RU equivalent.
I don't know. It might be better than the RU stuff.
Yeah, is it better than Metagross?
Probably.
Great
Metagross
abilities.
gets
Who are we talking about
easily.
with great abilities? Tyler, you gotta
Um,
keep up.
oh, the great
You.
abilities was about Obstagoon.
Oh, we're really far back then. Okay,
Yeah, yeah,
keep
yeah.
up, Tyler.
Nothing
Come
has
on.
been said lately.
What was I doing? I was looking up RU. Yeah. So, do we think it's better than Metagross?
I think it's better than Metagross in certain ways.
Because Metagross
Certain
is RU.
defensive utility is it's not better than Metagross.
Where is
In a lot of ways,
Metagross?
it's similar. I think as if you're just using it offensively, I think it's better because of power whip and fire coverage.
This is base 70. What is this? 80, 130, 90. Caparaja is 122, 69, 69. I don't know what that means in terms of bulk.
I don't
It's
really know either.
slower.
It is a lot slower.
Can be a trick room attacker, apparently. That makes sense. Does it? Does anything it have actually benefit from sheer force?
Ironhead,
Okay,
not yeah,
but I mean, it gets heavy slam. Well, that would still be more.
yeah. I think
Because
heavy
heavy
metal
metal is not that useful,
is
I don't think.
generally better,
Okay. Anything else?
just because it has both
Play
heavy
rough.
slam and
Sheer force play rough.
crash. Yeah, Life Orb Sheer Force Ironhead probably wouldn't be too
Rock
bad.
slide.
Yeah, it can use it.
Get superpower. It gets Zen headbutt.
Mhm.
So is it you good?
I don't know.
Where did I leave? Hold on, let me look at this list. Where is didn't what's the gyro balling thing?
Stack
Stack
Attacker.
attacker. That's UU, isn't it? Yeah, it still is.
Yeah, it's not as good as Stack Attacker.
It's not as good as stack attacker. What other steel types are in UU? Are there any other offensive ones?
Scizor,
Scizor's in UU? I guess it is.
or at least it was last gen.
It was, and it doesn't exist now, so it'll stay there, I guess.
Yep,
Cario,
Hario, Magneton.
Cobalion. It's not really like any of those.
No, it's its own thing.
Doublade? Doublade's UU.
I think the outstanding thing in my opinion is Power Whip,
I feel like it could be UU good.
because
I think that's fine.
most offensive steel types can't hit water types.
Mm-hmm.
It
Yeah,
doesn't really
it gets
have
really
that
good
problem.
coverage. It's just
Put it in
slow.
UU.
You think
It's
UU?
good.
I think that's fine. I think it fits in with the things we put up here. Just
Yeah.
fine. Okay. Then we need. What is this? Okay.
Arctozolt.
I don't know anything about this one. I know about the fast 2 fossils, and that's it. How do you arc to Zolt? Got a cool typing.
Well, then I'm gonna at least call and be
Slush rush.
back.
Okay. Do you need me to screen share again?
Nope, it's still there.
Cool.
I just need a higher resolution. I just wanted to refresh it. Arctozolt is not bad.
It doesn't look that bad.
It has a bolt beam type.
Does it? It has the bolt beak.
It has
Still.
bolt beak.
It's really slow, but it has bolt beak.
It can use bolt beak as just a regular attack. You don't really get the doubling thing going on.
How strong is bolt beak? Why is it that strong?
85.
That's stupid. No wonder that thing. No wonder the fish is broken.
I mean, it's just wild charge.
But it's 2 of them at once. Without recoil.
Faster. It's stupid if you're faster.
And you can make yourself faster. It's not that hard. Maybe not on this thing. I mean, I'm talking on the other thing. I'm talking about the fish.
Oh yeah, on the fish it's stupid. Yeah. On the fish they also give it strong jaw, so it's an additional.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Times on top.
But this doesn't have those abilities going for it so much.
Yeah, it doesn't. It does have Volt Absorb though.
It does have Volt Absorb.
What else does it have?
Base 100 attack. It's got Slush Rush. I don't know if that's released. I think one of these is probably not released.
Let me look that up.
Okay. Let's see what it learns. Does it have a special attack? Okay, it does. I feel like Bolt Beam Stab is pretty good.
It is.
Does it get agility or something? Doesn't look like it. I doubt it. It's Electro Ball. Ice Beam.
Yeah. Slush Rush is not released.
Okay.
That'll be a good Ice Sweeper though.
Yeah. I think it's definitely better than the other ones.
Just imagine that. Something good with Slush Rush. That's cool.
So what do you think this is? What does the typing do for it? 4 weaknesses to resist.
It's a really good offensive typing.
It's a really good offensive typing. And it's an electric immunity.
You have an electric immunity. And it's one that can, like, actually take advantage.
Is it like RU?
The electric types. I think so. I think it's better than NU.
I did too, probably.
Just by merit of Bolt Beam typing. Also decent coverage.
It has pretty good coverage.
And you can run mixed.
Yeah, I think that's probably fine.
I think RU's fine.
Okay. Then we have Tiny Dragapult.
That one's NU. I just wanted that on there as an honorable mention.
Okay. Is this thing NU? I'm pretty sure that thing's bad.
It's like I told you I watched a showcase.
What's the fish called? Yeah, you did tell me that.
Arctovish.
Arctovish.
Like, the only way you're getting this thing to be faster than things is to put it on sticky web with a choice scarf. And then even then it's not good.
It doesn't even have a very high attack stat. It has water absorb, which is kind of cool, but that's about it.
That's all we got.
Its typing is so bad. Vicious Rend.
Mm-hmm.
Who came up with that move?
I don't know.
Fire. They need fired on the spot.
Yeah, they do. They shouldn't.
Why is it as strong as Waterfall? Or it's stronger than Waterfall, actually.
It's as strong as Liquidation.
That's not right.
But it also doubles if you're faster than them.
That's just not right.
Yeah, it's not.
It's like Scald was broken, but then we stepped up our broken water moves this gen.
Yeah, we needed more.
So is this just NU?
This thing's like, it's NU.
Okay.
Because, like...
Yeah, I forgot about the typing. Yeah, it's NU. Alright, so this is the last question, Duraludon.
It needs a scarf, so it's weak to rock, and it can't run the boots.
Or you can just not have a scarf and be very slow.
And then
Did you consider that?
Inferior. Then you're just a worse Lapras.
That's fine. But you're new gen.
Oh, also, it's important to remember that it doesn't have strong jaw, so it doesn't hit as hard.
Yeah. Even if you somehow get faster,
you're still not OHKOing.
So is this UU? I feel like this one's UU.
Yeah, it is. I think
Because it gets like Mold Breaker, I think.
like it does.
It gets Stalwart.
That's not Mold Breaker.
Ignores the effects of Pokemon's abilities and moves that draw in moves. Oh.
Only when it means your
Oh,
moves
only
can't
that
be
one's drawing
redirected.
moves. Okay, I understand
You
now.
dumb.
I misread it
Yeah.
earlier. Well, it's still pretty decent.
I don't think it I don't think if you went for Thunderbolt against a Volt Absorb thing, I think they'd still absorb it.
I think. Wait, really? Well, then what's the
Yeah,
point?
I think it only block. It's for doubles, so you
It's for
can't be
doubles?
redirected.
That's lame.
Like Lightning
No
Rod.
wonder no one runs it. What is it
Lightning
called?
Rod. I'm
Duraludon.
pretty sure. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm gonna
Lightning
figure it
Rod
out.
would redirect your electric move. Stalwart would make it so that it is not redirected.
Does it even have it yet? It's a hidden ability.
I mean, I'm pretty sure it does.
I don't know. You check that.
I just check it on Showdown, see if it's legal.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
I can do that behind the scenes.
It's a variation of the ability Propeller Tail.
Yes.
I don't even know. Oh, Barraskewda gets it. I see.
Yeah. And it uses it.
Huh.
Stalwart is released.
Okay. Well,
I don't
that's.
know
I
how
still
you.
think it's Yu.
I agree.
Because it gets Stealth Rocks. Its typing is amazing.
It has enough
Look at that
flaws.
typing.
That is a good thing.
All right. Well, here's our list.
It
Very
has
pretty.
enough. Is that it? Is that the end?
I think that's gonna be the end. Do you have anything
Like
left to say?
we've tiered everything.
We tiered. Yeah. The rest of the
Okay.
stuff is not. Oh,
Very
well, I didn't
nice.
put him there. But
Yeah. Put him where he belongs.
where'd he go? I dropped him in the wrong spot. There we go.
Okay.
That's
Here
what
we
we're
are.
working with. So, do you have anything left to say?
Um. I'm glad we banned Toxtricity.
I think that was the right move.
Yeah.
I didn't
I knew.
when the ability didn't work in the calc,
I
and now that it did work in the calc, I was like, oh no.
I knew in my heart it shouldn't be there. But yeah, I think we got rid of everything that's truly problematic,
Yeah,
and I think we put everything in a place where it's fair.
seems good. I'm gonna have to go through and look at all the new stuff.
Yeah,
All the new move, like the new
and
moves that old stuff gets,
readjust everything.
and adjust stuff accordingly. And I'll probably consult you for that
Hmm.
as needed. But
Yep,
yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. Um,
we're glad you came.
yeah, see you later.